WWE presents Extreme Rules. Rules are meant to be broken.
What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back. This is the latest episode of the Universe Mode. We're still in Extreme Rules. We have a Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Christian. It's a ladder match, and I will take on board a comment that was left in the previous video. He said, do not tell us which character you're playing as, because it makes it a bit less predictable. And yeah, I'm sorry about that, I didn't think. So in future episodes I won't be saying I'm playing as, and you know, I want him to do. So yeah, I'm just going to be talking about the Miz and Christian feud, really. It's not had an amazing build-up, but there was one interesting twist on the previous episode of SmackDown. Christian was attacked by the Miz, Cody Rhodes, and Beer Money. Now, Miz and Cody Rhodes have now formed a tag team. They are called the Entourage, and obviously Beer Money, James Storm and Bobby Roode made the jump over from TNA, and they're going to be competing as Beer Money in the tag team division. Their main show is SmackDown, but they will make appearances on Raw, so expect to see some pretty cool tag team matches coming up in future, because I really want to put a bit of emphasis on the tag team division. You know, it is starting to build, because now we've got The Miz and Cody Rhodes, got Beer Money, Sin Cara and Christian, Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio. Then of course you've got Daniel Bryan and Kane, you've got Team Hell No, we've got the Uso Brothers, we've got the Primetime Players, so there are a fair few tag teams out there that we can use. And I'm thinking of trying something with the tag team division to try and decide who the #1 contender is, but it's going to take some serious editing, so that might be on its own separate episode, because what I've got planned is a huge tag team gauntlet match, where one tag team starts and they take on another team, and then it's like winner stays on, but all in one big match, like a gauntlet match. I'm hoping to get that up and running pretty soon. And another thing we've got going on is the Raw General Manager election. There were some pretty cool suggestions from you guys in the previous episode. Some of them I did mention myself, but a couple that I didn't. People like Stone Cold Steve Austin, could he make a cool General Manager? Now I'm not too sure at this stage whether I'm going to have a separate GM for Raw and SmackDown, or just have a GM for both shows, kind of like what Johnny Laurinaitis was, you know, running both shows. But I'm thinking if we have two GMs, you know, we can get some cool SmackDown versus Raw stuff going on. We can get some cool trading and drafting going on, and some cool inter-brand rivalry. So we could end up having two GMs. I've not quite decided yet, but I've started drawing up a bit of a short list of people to download and put into the running for GM. The first one is Paul Heyman. There's also Hulk Hogan. We're going to have Ric Flair. We're going to have Triple H. We're going to have Stephanie and Shane McMahon. Stone Cold is one of them. You know, when I saw that suggestion, I was like, that's a bad idea. Bad as in awesome. Tom recommended JBL and Kevin Nash, so we could put them in there. So we're going to have like these little like skits and promos before each episode saying who the GM is for this particular show, because each GM will have an opportunity to be in charge for a show. And then you guys can say, well, I quite liked what Heyman done, I quite liked what Hulk Hogan done, and then you can all vote at the end. Once every GM's had to go, you can all have a vote, and we have like a little election going on. Why not? Try and make it as interactive as possible. I think that's quite a good idea. So as you can see, Miz is about to suplex Christian through a ladder. Ouch. That must have hurt. But after this Extreme Rules pay-per-views out of the way, we've got Raw, which I've already recorded, which is pretty cool. That's a good episode, that. And then we've got the SmackDown show, and whoever the guest GM is, I haven't decided, but I've got it all written down. I've got like the next 20 episodes all written up, pretty much. But there will be a Battle Royal, and the winner becomes the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. So we're coming up with new ways to find out who the next #1 contenders are. I was thinking of introducing a new championship. I don't think I've got it. I think I have to download it, but I want to introduce the Hardcore Championship and have 24/7 rules on it. So we could introduce a new championship which will be defended on both shows. I might even make a new show. Get rid of Superstars, swap that with something. Not main event, I don't like that main event show. I might try and see if we can come up with something new and have a new show where we defend a load of new championships. I want to bring back the European Championship. I think we can do something around Zack Ryder's Internet Championship. That could be quite cool. And of course the Hardcore Championship. In the long term, I may be unifying the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship, because like, as a fan I don't get why there is 2 championships. Well, I do, but I just don't think it needs to be that way anymore. Back when the brand split first happened in about 2001-2002, I understood why there were 2 championships, because they just recently bought out WCW. They had a shit ton of superstars, and the difference between Raw and SmackDown was relevant because you had 2 different GMs. Well, it started out as Eric Bischoff and Stephanie McMahon, and the Raw SmackDown rivalry was really good back then, and he did have 2 different champions. But now, given the fact that all the wrestlers compete on both shows, I mean, you see CM Punk and John Cena appearing on SmackDown occasionally. Sheamus is always on both shows. Daniel Bryan's always on both shows. So I don't really see the point in having 2 major championships anymore. So at some point, if I can think of a good storyline, we'll be unifying those 2 championships and having the Undisputed Championship back. I think that could be pretty cool. You have to let me know your thoughts on that. I mean, do you think it's a better idea having an Undisputed Championship and replacing the World Heavyweight Championship with something like the European Championship? So we just introduce another mid-card title and just have a Undisputed Championship. I think that's a decent idea, really. There are some superstars which I haven't used in this story mode, universe mode yet. We've not had an appearance from John Cena. In terms of storyline for this little series, John Cena's away on injury. I've got plans for a big return for John Cena at some point. Same as Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. They've not made a single appearance as of yet, but they will be soon. But I'm just waiting for it, so when he comes on screen, it's not just, oh, John Cena's in the match with The Miz. You know, it comes back as part of the storyline. Same for Randy Orton and Del Rio, like I said. And all that's coming up. I mean, we've only just finished the first month of the universe mode, and it's going to be continuous, to be honest. I don't really see when it's going to end, and obviously it will end when WWE 14 comes out, but you know, we'll just keep it going. You know, there's a long time to go. We've got a lot of different superstars to use. DLC Pack 3 was available on, was it the 8th or the 9th of January? I can't remember which day it was. But DLC Pack 3 has now been downloaded, and I've got some new superstars. I've got the official Jimmy and Jey Uso, because I was using cores or created wrestlers for the Uso brothers, which weren't that good, but they were okay. But now that we've got the official Uso brothers in there, so that's pretty cool, because they do have one of the best entrances on the game. That's pretty cool. We've also got Damien Sandow, my favourite superstar in the current roster. I fucking love Damien Sandow. So he's going to be making an appearance. Sorry, he's going to make his debut appearance on the next episode of SmackDown. Antonio Cesaro. But I don't know what to do with Antonio Cesaro, because I've got ideas for Antonio Cesaro, because I really liked it when Antonio Cesaro used to be called Claudio Castagnoli, and he was a tag team partner of Cassius Ohno, who was then called Chris Hero. They were in a tag team called the Kings of Wrestling, and they were absolutely outstanding. Now, I don't know whether to bring Cassius Ohno in with Antonio Cesaro, because then we have a new tag team, which are going to be pretty cool, or just do what Cesaro's doing on TV now, just coming out, kicking ass, putting on good matches. I probably won't give him the United States Championship for a while, because I've got plans for that. Obviously we've got this Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, Santino Marella triangle feud going on, so that can continue for another couple of shows. But yeah, so Cesaro will be coming in at some point. I just don't want to bring him in and just go, there he is. You know, it's got to have a bit of a storyline to it. So as you can see, this match has been quite action-packed actually. I really like ladder matches because they're actually quite interactive. You can do a lot with a ladder. I don't know what The Miz is doing, just chucking a ladder on the floor there. But you can do a lot with a ladder. You can sort of prop it up, lean it on the ropes, and you can run up the ladder and dive out the ring. You can use it as obviously a weapon. You can prop it into the corner and suplex and spear people through it, or you can do a skull crushing finale on top of it like The Miz just did there. Yeah, there's lots you can do with a ladder. It's pretty cool. I like ladders and table matches. But there's not many pay-per-views nowadays which include things like ladder matches, TLC matches. I mean, it's pretty much always all on Extreme Rules. Otherwise, most pay-per-views are just bog standard matches, aren't they? You get the occasional cage match thrown in there. I should have put a cage match on this card, actually. I didn't think about it. I should have. There you go. Miz lobbing Christian out of the ring. Boosh. And then he falls on top of the ladder. That has to hoit. There we are. Miz lobbing Christian, or trying to lob Christian into the old announce booth. And I'm going to take a quick sip of my coffee because I'm absolutely parched. Yeah, sweet. One thing I will say about all the people here that are watching these Universe Mode videos, there is a Facebook group called TTT Extra, No Holds Barred, and it's basically a group of people. So far as I'm recording this, there's about 12 people in there, and I've not spoke about it on these videos at all yet, and I probably should do. If you want to discuss wrestling, give me ideas for this Universe Mode, or even discuss the videos, if you make your own WWE 13 videos, join that group, because at the minute we've got quite a cool... That was a sick move. Elbow drop from the ladder through a table. Yeah, join the Facebook group, because there's always cool conversations going on in there. At the minute we're having one about the fact that Alberto Del Rio's just won the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown out of the blue. It was released on WWE.com before they showed SmackDown on TV. And there's like a bit of a debate going around there about what's going on with that championship. So feel free to pop in. And there you go, Miz on top of the ladder, trying to pull that championship down. Christian's just kicking the ladder, standing there. He doesn't quite know what to do. And the Miz retains his title. Good stuff. So give us a thumbs up for a pretty cool match. I quite liked that. It was a good, entertaining match. A lot going on. The Miz retains his championship. Now what happens going forward is Christian still in a title picture? Does he get a rematch? Does the feud continue? Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I'm not entirely sure. When I said earlier I've got loads of shows written up, yeah, but not every single feud for every single superstar, so it's all subject to change. So we may be fucking about and putting Christian in the title picture again at some point, but give us a thumbs up for that match, give us a thumbs up for the video, and like I say, if you've got any more suggestions for potential general managers of both Raw or SmackDown, you have to let us know. Do you think it's a good idea to unify the two major championships and introduce a new mid-card championship? Should I do that? Should I introduce a new show, so we have Raw, SmackDown and one in the middle, where a load of new championships are up for grabs? You have to let us know about that. And also, if you've got any hints, tips or suggestions for this series, feel free to put it in your comment section. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join the Facebook group. The links will be in the description of this video underneath the disclaimer. And yeah, take it easy. See you soon. The next match is Sheamus versus Wade Barrett for the World Heavyweight Championship in a tables match. So see you there. Take it easy.